What's up guys, Kawasaki here, and today I'm going to be giving you my picks and thoughts on TJPW's Grand Princess. Now, Grand Princess will be happening July 7th in the US, July 8th in Japan and the Asian countries. This is just going to be my picks, predictions, and just kind of my thoughts. So if you like what you're watching, click on the like button down below, subscribe if you're new, and if you want to watch this, feel free to join the Discord link down below. We will be watching this on Friday night, so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So without any further ado, let us begin. So matches aren't going to be in order, but we're going to have Nyla Rose versus Miyu Watanabe, Hikari Noa versus Vert Vixen for the Defy Women's Championship, Miyu Yamashita versus Soya Rek now for the Pro Wrestling Eve Women's Championship. We also have tag team action with Ryo Mizunami and Nao Kakuta taking on Yuki Kamifuku and Veni, or Asuka in Japan. And again, Suzume and Arisa Endo will be taking on Mokabe Moto and Juria Nagano. Then in a triple threat tag team match, we will have Aja Kong and Raku taking on Shoko Nakajima and Hyper Masao and Maxine Paler and Palm Juku. Then, again, more tag team action. Saki-sama and Mason Michelle will be taking on Wakana Urihara and Yuki Arai. 8-woman tag team with Mahiro Kiryu, Haruna Neko, Himawari, and Shino Suzuki versus Toga, Kayatori Bami, Haru Kazushiro, and Runa Okubo. Then you're one of two two big title matches. Rika Tatsumi will be taking on Yuki Aino, and in your main event, assuming, we're going to have Mizuki versus Maki Ito for your Princess or Princess Championships. So, assuming this is going to open it up, we're going to have an 8-woman tag match with Mahiro Kiryu, Haruna Neko, Himawari, Shino Suzuki, and then versus Toga Kayatori Bami, Runa Okubo, Haru Kazushiro. I mean, it's an opener. It's kind of a match just to put the match, but we do have all of the rookies showing off what they're capable of, especially with Runa, Haru, Shino, and Himawari, and Toga. And then your seasoned vets, Mahiro, Haruna Neko, Kayatori Bami. I'm just going to throw a guess out there. Just going to make assumptions. Because of experience and what they have under their belt, I'm just going to say Mahiro and Haruna Neko will, Team Mahiro pick up the win. But it won't be too bad of a match. Then we're going to have Suzume Arisa Endo against Mocha Juria. So they ran this match back, I believe, last year as well as the opener, or they ran it at Grand Princess. It was one of the two. But Daisy Monkey, Juria, Mocha, this will be Juria's second match on the big stage, at least for now. But, I mean, they did run this match back last year, and Team Daisy Monkey did pick up the win. This is going to be probably one of the better openers, I should admit. It's going to be a fun match. It's going to be very 50-50. But if I really had to pick a winner from this one, I mean, me being me, I'm a big fan of Suzume and Arisu, so that's just going to be my bias. So I'm going to say Team Daisy Monkey is going to definitely pick up the win on this one. But again, very 50-50. It could go either way. I wouldn't be upset if either one wins. Then your next matchup, probably, will be your tag match between Ryo Mizunami, Nao Kakuta versus Yuki Kamifuku and Asuka, also known as Veni. Now, the return of Veniu will be taking on Ryo and Nao. So if I want to look back on it, Asuka has only lost, I believe, once in TJPW, but she did not take the pin. Ryo Mizunami has yet to take a pinfall in TJPW. So if you really want to weigh it, it could go either way. The person that'd be getting pinned would be Nao or Kamyu. And if you want to put in kind of just the whole big picture together, I could see Ryo and Nao win this. But Asuka's not taking the pin. Kamyu is going to be taking the pin on this one. It would be actually kind of surprising if Ryo Mizunami did lose. But Ryo has always brought out the best out of everyone that she's went up against. So overall, this is going to be such a sweet match. So Rio now is going to be my pick. Then we're going to have triple threat tag match. And honestly, this is just an excuse to have Maxine Paler and Aja Kong in the ring at the same time. They did have this match in the past. They did have a match like this in the past, and this ended up without a conclusion to this. And I know Palm is partners with Raku, so is Aja Kong. But Maxine Paler has a fondness towards Palm. And I just have a feeling Shoko and Hybrid Messiah are just there just to be there, just to fill in. But it's gonna be a car wreck. Because with all the antics Shoko and Masao are known to do, I have a feeling Shoko and Masao are gonna win, and either Palm or Raku is gonna eat the pin. Aja Kong and Maxine Paler are just gonna be fighting, just straight up. Like, there's no way you can avoid it. So my vote, Shoko Masao. Then, in one of the first singles matches, we're gonna have Nyla Rose take on Miyu Watanabe. So originally, this was supposed to be Nyla Rose versus Yuka, but unfortunately, Yuka did suffer a neck injury that sidelined her. She had to drop the Princess Tag belts. She couldn't work DPW. She couldn't work this match. And also the fact that she's leaving TJPW at the end of the year. So this really shortens the time that Yuka's in TJPW, which is very unfortunate. But overall, they did bring in Miyu Watanabe to take on Nyla Rose. It's going to be the battle of the beefcakes. The battle of strength. And I will bet one drink. I'm going to get a 12-pack for this one. But I'm betting one whole drink that I'm going to get that Nyla Rose is taking a giant swing. You heard it now here, folks. Giant swing on Nyla Rose. One whole drink I'm going to have to down. But I could see Nyla Rose winning this one because she does have that AEW background, so that could play a factor in her odds of winning. So I'm going to say Nyla Rose. So now, we're going to go to the... No, actually, no, one more. Neo Bishigun. One final run. Yuki Arai and Wakana Uehara. Now, Yuki Arai has never encountered Bishigun. She knows her sister, Saki Kai. She does not know Saki-sama at all. So I have a feeling she's going to be very confused on who she's going to be going against. She'll be thinking of Saki Kai, but it's simply not Saki Kai. It's Saki-sama. Saki Kai is from Japan. Saki-sama is from France. They're not the same. If anything, Wakana is definitely taking a pin. Yuki Arai is just going to be bamboozled. I want to see it. I want to see the sickest entrance Bishigun can do. But you can't top Grand Princess from last year. It's going to be so hard to top that one. But I do want to see a good send-off. Because Saki-sama and Mason Michelle are just going to straight up go back to France. They don't need to do anything else. They've accomplished everything. But yeah, I'm going to say Saki-sama, Mason Michelle, Bishigun, one final ride. But now, the first of 4 title matches. Vert Vixen, Hikari Noah. Now, I haven't seen Vert Vixen's work too much. I've seen a couple matches. I did see her match against... It was... Fuck, who was it? Oh no, it was against Saki Kai from DDT and Rina Yamashita at the Spark Show. I've seen a couple of her matches in TJPW. She's a good gimmick. Player 1, player uno. So, I mean, video games. Fits the thing. Fits the gimmick. I like her moveset. All her moves are based off of video games, which is pretty fucking sweet. But then you have Hikari Noah. Deathmatch. Idol. But it is for the Defy Women's Championship. It would be cool if Hikari Noah won and just travels all around with the belt. I mean, it'll give her an excuse to wrestle here in the States. Or even in Europe, I guess. But if Hikari Noah comes out here, that'd be kind of cool. But I kind of just feel Vert Vixen will overpower Hikari Noah. I just have that gut feeling. So, this case, I'm gonna say Vervixen will retain. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for that, but Hikari Noa unfortunately will lose. Now, the second title match of the night will be Miyu Sawyer Wreck. This time is for the Pro Wrestling Eve Championship. So I kind of wonder how this will turn out. And I know with Sawyer Wreck, she kind of uses her height and power to pretty much like beat her opponents, especially here in TJPW. She did have a good match with Hikari Noa. She's had a couple matches in TJPW, and I know Sawyer Wreck's mostly known for her work in GCW. And Miyu, barely coming back from her excursion in the US, picked up the Eve belt, picked up the Spark belt. So I know the Spark belt is not on the line. It's just going to be for the Eve belt. Miyu has held that belt for God knows how long now. But I kind of think she's going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Because I know Sawyer Wreck will definitely be busy with GCW. So, Miyu retains. Now, co-main event time. Rika Tatsumi, Yuki Aino for the International Princess Championship. And I know Yuki's been trying to break out from from like the tag title picture or like tag team picture, and trying to establish herself more as a single star. And Rika's has had a couple defenses. I think it was like Sawyer. No, it wasn't Sawyer Wreck. It was Billy Starks, and I think Billy Starks, Suzume, and like someone else. But I mean, it's Rika, and I know damn well Murder Rika's about to come out. And as much as she's gonna put out in this match, she's definitely gonna go all out. But I just think Rika's just gonna be too much for Yuki. So my pick for this, Rika retains. And now for your main event, Mizuki Maki Ito, Princess of Princess Championship. There's so much story built into this. They started the same year, tag partners at one point. Then they became pretty much rivals, just like Yuka and Miyu. Magic Sugar Rabbits, 1-1 million. Mizuki has beaten Maki countless of times. But if you look at it on the flip side, Maki also has beaten Mizuki where the times have mattered. Princess Cup. I think there was one more match. I think it was a tag. That wasn't for a tag, but it was for like another match. But Maki has beaten. I think the score right now is 2-3 Mizuki. They did have one draw. But if you flip it, Mizuki is one of the most popular wrestlers on the roster in Japan, and Maki is one of the most popular worldwide. And I know a lot of people have been rooting for Maki to win this. Me. Like, it's all gonna come full circle once this match like happens. A lot of people do want to see Maki compete internationally with the belt. And I know Maki definitely, like, people want to see her work around like the US on her excursions with the princess belt around her waist. Mizuki has, I might get shit on this, but Mizuki has kind of had the lackluster reign with the belt. It's been okay, but it hasn't been like spectacular. And I know they've been trying to push Miyu and Yuka away from the princess picture. They really have been trying to elevate your upper middle card to main event, and they've been trying to do a shift since Yuka's announcement. Mizuki was the fit at the time, but I just feel like they kind of fumbled with her title reign. And with how popular Maki is, like around the world, people like this could be her chance. This will be Maki's third. This will be Maki's third chance at the belt, and she could potentially win it. Like, she could win on the third time's a charm, as people say. But one of the biggest caveats in this is after this show, Maki will be back in the States for another excursion. I don't think people said how long she's being out here. Maki didn't say how long she was going to be out here. So if TJPW loses that championship, it's going to feel very barren. The only belts you have to defend is the international and the tag. That's the one problem with Maki leaving TJPW for a certain amount of time when she's doing these excursions. But Mizuki retains. You are again killing Maki's momentum. Because Maki's like momentum is through the roof. And if Maki wins, it kills Mizuki's momentum as like the next in line to be the next 4 pillars. Maki takes the pin. You lose probably the biggest push you have ever had. Like, bear in mind, Maki isn't really as popular as Mizuki in Japan, but if you really want to cater to the Western and international audience, you put the belt on Maki. So this one's really hard to determine to pick, because each of them will lose a tremendous amount of momentum if they lose. But it really hurts me to say, but I think Mizuki will retain. And it's not because I don't not want Maki to win. But with how they've been booking TJPW recently, Maki will be leaving for like a month or so, and they won't have anything to defend. Like, yeah, they'll have international exposure, but you also have to worry about your domestic, like your national exposure with Japan. Mizuki's on top of the chain with popularity. Maki's like in the middle towards the bottom. Like, it hurts me to say I think Mizuki will retain. So my final pick for the main event, I think Mizuki's gonna retain. But those are my picks for TJPW's Summer Sun Princess. It will be on Friday night, 10 o'clock Pacific time. So it'll be 1 o'clock with Central and Eastern if you're watching. It will be the 8th in the morning from Europe on. It'll be like a later show depending on where you are. But it'll also be on Wrestle Universe. Your first 2 weeks, if you sign up now, are free. You don't have to pay a dime. You don't have to pay a yen. It's 2 weeks for free. So you can watch Summer Sun Princess live, or just any DDT, Noah, Gambare show live, or just go to the backlogs. And I think that we'll be doing English commentaries. So I think it'll be Balian Aki, Chris Brooks, and I forget the last person. But yeah, they'll have English commentary. So for those that don't understand Japanese. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys and gals and everyone on Friday night while I'll be streaming Summer Sun Princess. Take care.